Hi folks. Well, it appears our government is a tad confused. They want to ban cigarettes and now they want to control e-cigarettes, but at the same time they want to push marijuana on us. Have a look at this.
Promoted as a safe alternative to smoking and a way to kick the habit, but some doctors are sounding a warning over vaping. A respiratory expert says the practice has its own health risks and too much time's been wasted putting regulations in place. May Heron with the story.
Did you say I'll feel better smoking, Philip Morris?
Yes, you will feel better.
What was okay in the 60s appalls us with hindsight.
What was okay in the 60s appalls us in hindsight. So why are you pushing marijuana now? Haven't you learned anything in hindsight?
Now it's naivety over e-cigarettes that's causing alarm.
I haven't found any conclusive research that it's really bad for you.
Yes, the jury's out on vaping still.
Exactly the attitudes worrying respiratory doctors.
There seems to be a common misconception that vaping is safe on the airways, and this is most certainly not true.
Vaping was legalised here early last year, seen as a safer alternative to smoking. But doctors caution it still comes with health risks, damaging airways, causing inflammation and loss of lung function.
So they recognise it damages airways and causes loss of lung function. But why are they pushing this?
Productive. So altogether, here's what I described looks like.
Yeah, so dope users hold the smoke in a long time in their lungs, so that cannot be good for the lungs. But not according to our new government drug pushers. They think it's okay. And then of course they use this argument.
We think that a regulated market, the kind of markets that you're seeing in North America, Canada and the US, would provide better protection for young people, would better address those mental health and other health issues and remove the power of the criminal black market.
And remove the power of the criminal black market and replace it with what? Oh yes, the government drug pushers, the new government drug pushers. And believe me folks, it's all about tax. Have a look at this.
Look at the projected tax revenues in Washington State and in Colorado and also nationally. Colorado, 67 million. Washington, 560 million. A hypothetical look more nationally, $5.8 billion. What do you make of that, Dan?
Well, you know, I think the taxation revenue is the icing on the cake. I mean, for most Americans, the reason that they want to tax and regulate marijuana, again, is to no longer arrest and prosecute adults for using something that's safer than alcohol. My background is as a prosecuting attorney, and I just felt like it was a waste of my time and my taxpayer dollars arresting people for something that's really just not a threat to public safety. So if we can, you know, take revenue away from drug cartels and reallocate law enforcement resources and do all of those things, that makes sense. And if we can maybe collect some tax revenue on top of that, then that's icing.
So it's icing on the cake. So there you go, folks. It's all about tax.